Hi you guys, this is Allison hanging out in my space to craft. Instead of making a card, I did just finish a layout, but I want to do some scraps to embellishments instead of making a card for Ginger's Corner, a weekly swap. So I need to make 4 embellishments along the lines of Dancing Daisies. So anything involving daisies. So I pulled out this scrap. Oh, I know what I used it for a recent layout. And then I have 2 different dies. This is very daisy-like, but I have used it a lot lately. So I decided to use this Sizzix, and I might try doing this one, but I'm not sure I can get enough out of this scrap of paper. I can probably squeeze out just enough from the corners to do 4 of these. But I think it will look weird if I have 2 white daisies that look completely different. So I also thought this one might be more manageable and easy to use, and I can do a really fun center on it using that die. So I'm gonna try and do this, and then I might be able to get 2 of these for each person and some miniature ones as well. And then I have some flags. So I have, I think I like this green better than this one for this. And it's got a little, this polka dots. So let me go off and cut a whole bunch of these and some of these little daisies. And I also pulled out these scraps, which are left over from making a calendar, I think. It's just a whole bunch of squares. And so I'm going to make some centers also. I hope they will fit just barely. So I will be back when those things are done. Okay guys, so I finished my die cutting. So I made 8 of the daisies, so there'll be 2 in each cluster. And then I made 4 of these little bitty babies to add to each cluster. And then I cut centers, and they have holes that punch out. So first I tried a black center, which is cute, and I love those colors together, but, and it would work if I inked these, but I thought, well, let's just keep it all bright and happy, and I didn't want it to end up looking like a sunflower. So I found in my scraps a pretty big sheet of yellow glitter paper, and so I like that for the centers better. So I've done that. And then for the center of these little ones, they have little seeds too. I wanted the yellow glitter, but I don't have a punch exactly that size. So I've just gone in here and laid it down on these little strips where I have like literally the offcuts of die cutting and stuff. And I'm just holding it and then trimming under it, because nobody's gonna know. It's gonna add a little dimension to it. And now I just have to glue everything together. So I think these are gonna be super cute. So I will do one set with you, and then I will do the others and come back together at the end. I really need to refill this, but I have an issue in that I can't get this part off. I need to take some tools to it. So I'm going to start with the center. Just a little glue all around, and you really need some decent glue to go on the glitter paper. And you do need to figure out where they fit together best, because they are not perfectly circular. And so I have a little bit sticking out there, but I can trim it off. I did not find the perfect center, but that is going to be super cute. And I will now put it on one of the flowers. To do a second one for the second flower. Right, I'm going to get this lined up before I put glue on it, so I know what I'm doing. Or not. Okay, right there. All right, I'm going to flip this over, try and keep it a little oriented. And I use art glitter glue, so you don't have a lot of time to mess around. All right, and we'll do a second flower. Oh, look, I have some. Don't need that. All right. Here's my second flower. Oh, and I have to do a third one. The little flower. And when you put it down, you just need to make sure none of the bits are showing, corners. That a minute to set up. And then we have our cute little leaves. And I like that. I do have enough for 2 leaves per embellishment. So I'm going to have one for the top flower and one for the bottom flower. And then this can just go on top. So let's get those stuck together. Now I could send this in the kits just as 3 little separate flowers and let people assemble them as they wish. So I think maybe that's what I will do. That might make it easier for people to use. I think that's what I'm gonna do. That is one set, and they can be layered or they can be separated. And then my goal in doing these is to make them as easy for people to use as possible and not make them too color specific or multicolored where they are going to have trouble matching a page. So those would be really cute as a single cluster, or we're going to send them like this. So that's one set done. Let me do the rest and I'll be back. Hi you guys, just a final check-in on the finished product. So I ended up layering 2 of them, and that's how they turned out. I did not ink, but someone could ink them if they wished. I didn't want to ink in black just in case somebody isn't an inker. So 2 of them are layered and 2 of them are not layered. And I just added a note, layered or not, to suit in those. And I have, I bought a whole pack of the little acetate envelopes for when I make cards and things like that. So I'm just going to package them that way. And I will get them mailed off to the Ginger's Corner team captain for the week. And this is my 2nd week to do this, so I'm kind of excited and getting to use my die cuts and use up some scraps and maybe bless somebody else who will have some really cute daisies to put on a happy page. And this is what I have left from what I pulled out, you guys. So they'll just go back into my scraps, and maybe I can make some more embellishments from them another time. And now on to a layout. Thanks a lot, you guys.